Hello, welcome to Should I Buy This Game? Featuring Kyoto no Neko. My name is Christine, and in this video I'll give you an overview of how the game is played, and then share a few things I may like or dislike about the game to help you decide if you want to add Kyoto no Neko to your collection. Here we have the game Kyoto no Neko, and in this game your little kitty is exploring the neighborhood of Kyoto. So I'm going to start with your player board. On this side, it tells you where to place your tokens, and this is how much power you have in the different areas. It's agility, friendship, fighting, and hunting. Here is where you would collect your hunting and fighting praise that you catch. This tells you how the kitty is growing, and this is where you're going to put the medals you earn. And once you earn 5 medals, the game is over. The first person to own 2 medals, your kitty grows, and that's when we'll move it along, and you'll be able to raise your powers. You get a total of 5 to move them up. You get to choose if you're going to move 1, 5, or 1, 1, 1, and 2, whatever you like. When the first person gets 4 medals, everybody raises their cat to an adult, and you get to move up your powers by 3. And the first person who gets to 5 medals wins the game, but everybody gets the same number of turns, allowing the possibility of receiving a 6th medal. But we will start here at the beginning. This is how you're mainly gaining your medals. We have mission cards. So here, if you collect a butterfly, you get your medal. If you collect a bug, if you cross the road, climb a tree, and fight an opponent's kitty. Now there's also down on the player board, if you have 1, 2, 3, 4 prey, you also get a medal. And as well, over here in our house, this is where we add our friends that we collect, and you would also get a medal if you collect 3 friends. So to start, you have 3 movements. So you have your kitty, and you decide where you're going to move. If I was going to move here, that's 1. But you always flip over the token. Now, if it has a red like that, you have to deal with that token right away. What it's saying is this dog is going to attack you, and you need an agility of 6. If we look down, we only have an agility of 1. Now, we also have this dice we're going to roll, and it gave us an X, and that means that we really failed. But because we failed, the kitty learns a lot. It has to go back, but it gets to move up its little cube 2 times instead of 1. So now for agility, we're at 3. Typically, if we had rolled a 3, we would have had an agility of 4. We still would have lost, and we would have moved our cube by 1. But we had a super failure, so we got to move it by 2. Now, every time the kitty goes on that space, they're going to have to fight the dog. So on their next turn, they're going to want to avoid that dog. So your opponents would go, and it would be your turn again. So we don't want to go where the dog is. So we will move here. Now you have the option of getting the kitty as your friend for 5 hearts or fighting it for 6. Because both our friendship and fighting skills are low right now, we're not going to do this. As long as it's white, you have the option of not doing it. Now, the other thing I need to mention is that there's these bushes here. We do not have the agility yet to climb the bushes, so we always have to go to spaces where there are no bushes. So I would turn this over, and it's the exact same token. So now for my third one, I want to cross the street. So to cross the street, we have to be careful because Grandma and Grandpa are riding their bikes, and they don't care about cats. So here we have these cards. We would turn it over, and it says Grandma moves 4, Grandpa moves 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Grandpa up here is just going to move 1. Well, Grandma was going to hit the cat, so the cat had to run back. So, well, first the cat has to see how its agility is. Grandma has the agility of 7, and we're still at a 3. So we would roll the die, and we got a 2. So yes, we have to run back, meaning we go back a step and we don't get to cross the road this turn. However, we do get to raise our agility by 1 because the cat learned its lesson by Grandma almost running it over. So again, the next player would go. So we still want to cross the street. So we would turn over another card. Grandma has 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Grandpa has 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The kitty is safe. No bikes came to run it over. It's able to move on to its next area. So we turn over and oh no, we got another dog. Now we have built up our agility, so we'll see. Are we going to... Oh, we got the epic failure again. Now, so this moves up twice, but since we're here, I'm going to show you that now that we're in this area, we can cross over roofs and bushes. So it's okay that you fail because we're able to move that agility. However, I have to go back, which takes me back home because I have to go back 2 spaces. Now, if we come over here though, I did manage to cross the road, so I do get my little reward for crossing the road. So of course, the next player would go. And so they want to try again. So they're going to go 1 out onto the road. We're going to turn it over. Grandma moves 3 and Grandpa moves 2. The kitty is safe to cross the road. So let's see what's here. Now we have a bug, and that is a hunting one. So our hunting is currently at 2. Oh my God. Okay, I'm just going to roll it again. We can't fail on everything. I have to, there we go. So our hunting is at 2. We got 3, so we get the bug. So what happens is this will come down here. And because we got a bug, we get our bug token. So the kitty is going to grow. We move it here, and now we can move this up. So I might move this to the top. That's 1. Then I can go 2, 3, 4, and then maybe I'm going to do 5. So, of course, once you do something, your turn is over. Even though you have a movement of 3, if you've performed something, it's the next person's turn. So now maybe we're going to go here, and it's time to climb a tree. Now, our agility is at 7, so as long as I don't get that X, I can climb a tree. And we got a 1. So what the tree allows is that I can now look at 3 of the tokens anywhere I want. But I'm going to look close. So there's a bird, another tree, and another bug. And that just gives me some idea of what's around me. Now there's these little tokens here we can put down after we climb our tree. Now that tree is there that anybody can go and climb this tree in the future. Now because I climbed a tree, I gained another bonus. And that is basically how the game is played. I'll just turn over some of these ones to show you. There's more tree climbing. A bird with a fighting of 7, a 6, a little mouse, trees, more dogs. Just to give you some idea. So as you collect the bugs, I would get bonuses, more dogs. And you can go into your neighbors. Even if you don't play with 4 people, you still set up all the sides and you put the little paws out in all the areas. And of course, the other cat would be moving along as well and trying to cross the street, which would move the bikes. And that is basically how it's played. You're trying to build up your agility, your friendship, your fighting skills and hunting skills so you can gain the bugs and different animals as friends and complete these skills. Now this game goes fast, especially with this starting of skills. It doesn't take very long and it plays definitely in less than half an hour. Now there are also different scenarios. There's 7 different ones they have set up, and it includes a different pod token and different missions you need to complete. So this allows the game to get a little more challenging with different scenarios they have, such as adding the trash can, about the water bowl, trying to get to your neighbors. to drink from their water bowl, and some fighting scenarios. So this, we found after we played the first one, we started playing all the different scenarios to just give us more challenges to the game. So overall, we really enjoy playing this game, but it is a quick game. Now, I really like the little cat tokens. I think they're really cute, and they have a nice feel to them. It's also really cute. They have little boxes to house all their pieces in that you build. But as I said, this game goes quick, and especially with these starting challenges, there's not that much difficulty to the game. You're just turning over a piece, rolling the dice, and seeing if you can beat it or not. And if you don't, then the cat learns its lesson and you get to move up in your skill level. It's sort of fun having the little grandma and grandpas driving around on their bikes. Now, another thing is they come with these little token or these little pieces to stand them up, but we never use them because they are so flimsy that they fall out all the time. What I really wish is that this game came with wooden tokens for Grandma and Grandpa, for the trees, and then all those additional scenario pieces. If they had wooden tokens, it would make it so much better. So we just use Grandma and Grandpa lying down because the little pieces they've given us, they just fall over constantly. I also wish that maybe there'd be an expansion to the game that will make the missions and the challenges a little more difficult and give us more to work towards. We play this game depending on the scenario. It can even be a 15-minute game. But with that being said, you can play them back to back because they are that quick. So we just wish this game had a bit more challenge to it. So maybe in the future, just by giving us different scenario cards or changing up maybe some of these paw tokens or something, they can add an expansion to make the game a little more challenging. But overall, it's really cute, fun game. You can play it with beginners, many ages, because it is such a simplistic game. So let me know in the comments if you have played Kyoto no Neko and what you think of the game.